Okay, we are live, and it is about 30 seconds after the official start time. So pretty close, pretty close. As usual, my glasses are a mess. See what we got on audio. We got some folks in the house already. Okay, we are live. All right, that sounds good. And let's switch to this camera while I fool with my glasses here. We got the lovely Bree in the
Hello,
house.
everyone. How's everyone doing?
And we've got news. We've got news. This is how these things happen. I mean, so, I think Bree lives well. I think she is a lucky young lady because she's got character. She's got character. So she falls into luck. That's what's happened here. Stig's in the house. Good evening, Craig and Lady Brianna. Jaden says straight to Rolex for Bree. Nah, maybe not.
Not
Stig
quite.
says, hi, Jaden. Very interesting. What's going on? Let's see. Buserv says spam bot. Somebody spamming. Oh, department media. Yeah, he's all over the place. He's all over the place. Triforce Rich is in the house. Buserv, this should be fun. And Buserv, I wonder what happened. Hi, folks. Cheetown says no chipmunk voice. There you go. AR sign system augment. Yeah, there you go. All right. Yeah, that's he's actually a local guy here that he's all over the place, huh? He's got a lot of irons in the fire. Hope some of those are paying off. All right. Carlos is in the house. He says, hello, Craig and all. Stig is in the house. Buserv is striking hard at Tree and Chi. Okay. Let's see. You should write a case study on manipulation. You have so much material to work with. It could get published. Let's see, who is he referring to there? I don't know who Triforce Rich is referring to there. Cheetown's in the house. Can we have a time check for the diver? How's the timekeeping? Okay, we'll try to do that. We'll try to do that today. There's the 002 stunner while we're talking about it. And let's see. All I can really do, because I can eyeball it right now because it's on my wrist. But let's see. It is, let's see, that's 3, 1. I'm running, it looks like about 7 seconds or so, 7, maybe 8 seconds fast, and that's since daylight savings time. So you guys can figure out when that was and do the calculations. Probably about a second or so a month fast. Let's see. All right, I tried watching Bree's video from yesterday, but then my girlfriend caught me and threatened to smash my wristwatches. Uh-oh. Wristwatches. Cheetown's in the house. He says, hi, Stig. Okay, so here's what happened. I was talking to Dan, the guy that always calls like right before showtime. And he related that the problem he had with his Apple Watch was he got a scratch in relatively short order, within like a month. He got a nasty scratch on it, and he sent a photograph of it. And then something went off in my head. I said, I think the aluminum watches do not have the sapphire crystal. And I wonder if the new Series 6 that's out now, if they've rectified that and they had the sapphire crystal. But it turns out, no, they don't. They don't. They still have a garbage crystal that scratches. And so that is a no-fly zone, folks. That is a no-fly zone. We do not like crystals that scratch. That's not good. I remember the old days with the Rolexes before they went to the sapphire crystals. And it was not fun. You always got scratches on those things, and you lived with it. You end up with a whole bunch of scratches on there, and it's like a patina, right? And you just, okay, yeah, I'm looking at my crystal, and it's all full of scratches. We live with that, right? And sure, they're not that expensive to replace, but it's a pain, and so you kind of lived with it. And I remember when the sapphire crystals first came out, and I was like, wow, this is so cool, the way they're flat across, and the way they literally will shatter before they'll scratch pretty much. It's possible to scratch them, but very unlikely. And so anyway, I started thinking, we started doing some more research and so forth. And what did we decide to do, Bree?
Just cancel and then not just go for the sapphire crystal.
So we went for the
for the
stainless
stainless
steel.
steel.
We went for the stainless steel.
It's similar color.
And
the band.
and you got the
The
same
solo
strap. You got the same solo,
Solo
same
loop.
exact strap, but we went for the stainless steel
Right. Not the
and
aluminum.
and the stainless steel color. Stainless steel comes in gold and comes in like a gray or whatever it is.
Silverish.
We went for the actual stainless steel, which I like. I like the look of that stainless steel. That's what my Series
do.
1 is. My original one is the stainless steel. And so, and I think that's a much better play. And you know what? I think that might explain why Kyle had such bad luck with his Apple Watches. Maybe they were the aluminum ones.
Maybe.
And I do think I've kind of decided at this point that aluminum is not the way to go, that the way to go is with the stainless steel. So that's what we did. We canceled that order and we ordered a stainless steel one, and it's going to take a couple more weeks to come.
It's gonna be a month actually.
Yeah, I mean, a couple more weeks after the other one. The other one was going to be like 2 weeks.
Like 3 weeks.
This is going to be like a month. It's like a month out. So I said that unfortunately now that Bree, that's going to be your birthday present. So
Which was nice.
you were going to get this plus a birthday present, but now since it's coming so late, this is going to be your birthday present. So that's how that works.
And maybe Christmas.
I come out ahead. Yeah, there you go. Daylight savings began March, so that's like 1 second fast per month. Yes, there you go, Cheetown. Nope, aluminum watches don't have sapphire. You need a glass screen protector. Yeah, see, that's a fail. That's a shame. Triforce Rich, those old Rolex scratches come off in no time with polywash. Yeah, we did used to polish them sometimes, and it just never wasn't the same as, my gosh, when they came out with the sapphires, it just was great. Let's see. Craig, now polywash scratches are no match. Okay, Eduardo. Bree, what do you think of those Apple Watch Hermes leather bands? I don't think we looked at them.
We haven't.
But I can tell you that I think it's kind of tacky, to tell you the truth. I think that would be a no-fly zone around here, and it's unnecessary expense. But I think what she got is going to be very classy and
very useful
for sport. I mean, classy in a sport way. I think the stainless steel is the way to go. I think it looks good. Be a server XL. Okay, I don't know if I would call that canceling the order kind of clickbaity.
Kind of clickbaity. I mean, we did cancel it, but
it was a little clickbaity. Little. I think that was Bree's idea.
Yeah.
No, it's actually my idea. I'll take credit for the devious. idea. Yeah. Let's see. Bree, what do you think? Okay, I already read that. Mine was stainless steel. Still crap. Oh, he bought the stainless steel. Well, man, my stainless steel was fantastic. I don't know what happened with Kyle's. Wow. Yeah. Eduardo's in the house. Why doesn't Bree put those funds towards a Rolex? Personally, I don't get the Apple Watch. Well, it is a tool. It really is. And like I say, I used one for a couple of years, and I think she's still in the situation where she's building her brand. She's out there making connections and really, messaging people and doing all these things that I think, even if it helps a little bit, it's going to be a big plus for
right, just go like this
for Bree. And so I think
steps.
We'll see. I mean, it's not a lot of money, so we'll see how it works out. And I think that, coupled with an 18 karat gold stunner,
that'll be my next.
It's going to be a good rotation for the lovely Bree. Right. Let's see. We have now time to cancel this order if we find Bree a Rolex. Jeepu's in the house. Canceled. There you go. Did he tune in late? We canceled the aluminum watch and ordered a stainless steel. Jeepu, just to update you. Try for search Eduardo. She needs someone to buy it for her. What's the point in savings for one? Still have to earn those subs to get one, but something tells me it will not be a Rolex. So here's the thing. I think that what she's going to end up with is some kind of an elegant 18 karat gold dress watch, similar to the one you're seeing right there. I think she's going to end up with something like that. And probably something like the quartz stunner that I had that I sold, that would have been ideal for you. That would have fit great. It's smaller than the 002 and 18 karat gold. And because it's the 9F movement, it just keeps running all the time. You don't have to, wear it on your wrist to auto wind it, right? This has to be on the wrist to wind, right? It winds with the movement of your wrist. That's why they call it automatic.
Okay.
With the 9F quartz movement, then you can take it off for a week and go gallivanting around, and then come back and it's still running spot on accurate. So I think for your use case, that might be the way to go. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. Yeah, and if somebody wants to buy her a Rolex, I think that would be very appropriate for somebody to donate a Rolex to the cause. And
Be nice.
And I think that might happen at some point. Absolutely. Let's see. Apple Watch is fine to have in those situations where you have your hands full and need a fitness monitor. That too. Triforce Rich, although you can get a lady's Rolex for quite a decent price, that's correct. But she does want solid gold, so that kind of upset a little bit. Eduardo's in the house. My girlfriend has a Series 5 and uses it for 5 seconds before grabbing her phone. Okay, there you go. Okay, well, that's a use case. Eduardo's in the house. Triforce Rich, she going AP. Okay. Cheetown, there's also nothing wrong with wearing an Apple Watch on one wrist and a Rolex on the other. Those two don't cancel each other. Yeah, that's a little bit over the top, I think. I'm not so sure about all that. But yeah, I guess. Jeepoo, the stainless steel is better. Aluminum sounds lightweight. Yes, I think the stainless steel is the way to go. I think yeah. Triforce Rich, Eduardo. Oh, here's my H2O. You did bring it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have mine too.
You are a lovely young lady. That's for sure. Let's see. Jupu, okay, I read that. And he's laughing. Yeah, right. I'd be a quartz gold watch around 2K. Yeah, we've seen a couple of nice ones in that price range. Absolutely. Jeepu's in the house. I think something like a Cartier would look really nice on Bree's wrist. Yeah, absolutely. A gold one, 18 karat gold. Absolutely. We will accept donations of Cartiers in 18 karat gold. Absolutely. Triforce Rich, but who knows when we see the next chapter of the CraigShipp story. Well, hopefully these chapters are unfolding at all times, right? New chapters, yeah.
Yes.
Cheetown's in the house. Storm and Norman wore two-tone Rolex on the wrist and a quartz Seiko on the other. Okay, there you go. Triforce Rich, why does a 20-year-old girl need a solid gold watch? A stainless steel or two-tone is just fine until she builds her brand. We're talking about the next, what's that word? I don't know what that. Phenomenon here. Okay, so here's the thing. I mean, she can get the 18 karat gold watches that we're talking about, the dress watches that we're talking about, are very affordable, and they look stunning. And when she dresses up wearing a nice dress, I think it would be much nicer, much more elegant for her to wear that than to wear a steel Rolex. I mean, when she's dressed up. So yeah, I think it makes.
The gold.
Yeah, she likes the gold. So there you go. Hey, the girl likes the gold, so so you give her the gold. You don't give the girl that likes gold steel. That doesn't go over well. Let's see. And by the way, even though she's 20, she's much more sophisticated than being just 20. She's like really a classy 20-year-old. You're almost 21 also.
Yeah, I'm almost 21.
You're almost 21. So there's that. Let's see. Mr. Q says, still in shock about the latest developments. Okay, which developments now? Eduardo, wonder if Apple will come out with a carbon fiber version next. Okay, that's good. They have had ceramic versions. Tim's in the house. I suppose the stainless steel Apple Watch is a bit heavier. Yes, but it's not that much. Mine is very comfortable on wrist, and I even have it with the Link bracelet, and it's still not that heavy. So with that strap that she's getting, the Solo strap, is that what it's called? Solo strap?
Solo loop.
Solo loop. That will definitely be very manageable, I think. Cheetown's in the house. We saw the Craig's GS chapter unfold in front of us. Oh, maybe another chapter to another brand. Is that what we're talking about here? It would have to be something absolutely phenomenal to one up that puppy, right? To one up that puppy, it would have to be something absolutely phenomenal. But hey, you never know. You never know in this world. Let's see. Galaxy Games, how are you, Mr. Craig? I'm doing great. I can't complain. Kyle's in the house. I suppose if you want yet another device that requires daily charging and you never want to break from tech, go for it. I like real watches. I'd go for Seiko, Citizen, or Casio personally. I hear you. Yeah, and people complain about having to charge, like even their phones. They say, oh, it should have longer battery life and all that. I don't mind when I go to sleep putting everything on a charger. I mean, that's just my routine. I put my phone on the charger when I go to sleep, and so I know the next day it's fully charged. My computer's always charged.
Laptops.
And the watch, I just set it down and charge it right there on the night table. I mean, that's
the Apple Watch is going to be charging too.
Yeah, just put everything on a
So,
charger
at
when you go to
night.
bed. I mean, I don't get that. I've seen people, I mean, it's like, Audrey used to do this all the time. It was like her phone was always dead. Always dead. It didn't matter what time of the day or night it was. And I said, Audrey, didn't you charge your phone last night? Because it'd be like 11 o'clock in the morning, the phone would be dead, right? Oh, I forgot. Well, why don't people just get in the habit of every night when you go to bed, have all your chargers right there and just put everything on the charger? Then it's charged once a day, and most of these devices will get through a day on a charge. And the modern iPhones.
Or just not use it that much.
Yeah.
I mean,
But I mean, the modern iPhone will typically get through a day unless it's like 3 years old and the battery's going dead. Like I just had the battery replaced on mine, and it would still go through a whole day. The reason I replaced it was the battery was swelling, right? But I don't get that. I don't get the not charging the device at night. I just don't understand that whole concept. But anyway, I guess I'm just confused here. Let's see. Let's see, Cheetown. A gold Cartier or something like that would be great for Bree as a dress-up piece, since the Apple Watch would be her utility sport. That's right. As long as it's 18 karat gold, I think a Cartier would be great. And I think one in quartz. So maybe somebody can send a link. Let's take a look. Triforce Rich is in the house. Well, I'm not disagreeing here. If Bree wants a gold quartz watch over a steel Rolex, then go for it. Fantastic decision from a brilliant mind. There you go. I tell you, I loved the gold watch I had with the 9F. Let's see if we can pull that up. Do you remember it, Bree? I don't think you saw it.
no, I have not.
Let's see if we can find that. Let's see if we can find it. If I search 9F, we might get lucky. 9F. We might get lucky here. Otherwise, I'll have to put in the whole. Model number. Tell you, ever since Flickr sold out, they've gone down the tubes.
Whoa.
They are not as good as they once were. Okay, so here it is, Bree. Here's the 9F Stunner that I had. This is the actual watch here. Okay. And let me try to find a picture of it on wrist. There's the clasp. And there's the side view. I really liked the shape of the case on this. It was nice and flowing. See, and it's 18 karat gold. I sold this to a subscriber.
Very similar to...
A subscriber really wanted it. in the worst way. And I
Oh,
sold it
too.
to a subscriber, and I do kind of miss it. Here it is on my wrist.
It's pretty cool.
So, see, I think that would be nice and elegant, and it was spot on accurate. 18 karat gold clasp, and there you go. Let's see. Everything happens for a reason. Easy come, easy goes. Okay, good to hear. Galaxy Homes. How can we be sure that once Bree is 21, oops, and starts drinking, does not go crazy with the... Yeah, Bree doesn't drink, and she doesn't seem to have any desire to drink, and she doesn't do drugs or any of that destructive behavior stuff. You don't even have a tattoo.
No. Or pierce.
You had a piercing. You had a piercing
A
there.
belly
But you
pierce.
stopped using it.
And it was specifically for the videos, but then, to look classy.
You decided to go
to
without.
not.
Yeah, I think that's a good move. Let's see. How can we be sure once Bree is 20? Okay. You shouldn't leave it charging all night. Yeah, it's no problem charging those things all night. My Apple Watch is sitting over there. It's been charging for 2 years. It's on the charger. It still works fine. It never comes off the charger. Those chargers are designed to be on all the time. And that, just like, by the way, laptops, you're much better off leaving them plugged in all the time. Your battery will last a lot longer. This is a 2010, this laptop right there that I'm sharing the screen on. It's a 2010. It has the original battery, and the battery still works well. So it doesn't have it won't run as long as it did when it was brand new, but it still works well. It's the cycles that are detrimental to lithium-ion batteries, the discharging and charging. If you keep them topped off all the time, they'll last quite a bit longer. So there you go. There's your quick battery education here on the channel. Triforce Rich is in the house. The 002 is amazing. The price is absurd for what you're getting. I've handled the watch, but you can't deny it isn't stunning. Yeah, it absolutely is stunning. The movement finishing is straight off their $8,000 model, though. I don't know. People say that, but the movement looks pretty damn good to me. That's when you look in the back of the watch, Bree, and you look at the movement there. It looks pretty good to me. So there you go. And I don't look at that ever. Ever. I looked at it, when I bought the watch, but when I wear the watch, I don't sit there and look at the movement, the back of the movement. G-Town's in the house. Well, if Bree uses an Apple Watch together with her an iPhone, then that will help make her phone's battery last longer. Okay, there you go. Can I ask something, Mr. Craig? Absolutely. People ask something all the time. Galaxy Games. I charge my phone every night. G-Poob, smart man. And Cheetown says his message is retracted. Triforce Rich says, Carlos, you're in finance. Have you ever met such a brilliant financial mind at her age? Not to mention her J-Lo dancing abilities. She's destined for glory. There you go.
Wow.
The lovely Brianna, absolutely. And that Tri says she deserves it. Carlos is replying. When I was Bree's age, I spent enough money partying to buy a Rolex. Yeah, a lot of people go through a lot of money at that age, just willy-nilly spending money. And we still see it today, people spending a bunch of money on Starbucks and, all these different things they spend money on. Bree, how often do we spend money on things like that?
Never.
There you go. If you don't spend money on all those little piddly things, then you can save up a nice pile of money and buy something really nice. That's the way I've always operated. That's the way I've always operated, is I pass on all the little piddly things and save up and get one nice thing, right? That's the way I like to operate. Somebody sent a link. Good. We're going to look at that. Let's see. Serve. I choose not to party and blow it all on 3K Civic. Ended up with 2 Rolex. There you go. Good move, Eduardo. That 9F Gold Stunner was something else. Yes, it was. Craig, sending you a link. I think you can get one on Chrono24 for cheap. Okay, we're going to look. We will look at the links. Eduardo says, I replaced my battery of 6 years for $70, and I'm looking forward to keeping my 2012 Mac going for another 6 years. There you go. Good move. Kyle's in the house. Yeah, I really like that 9F Gold watch. Wish it said GS at the top. They do have a new model with the new dial, but they're not very common. They're kind of tricky to get a hold of, and they're usually more money, but not a ton more. But they do still make that watch, and they are around with the that's 2017. They changed the dial to where they say GS and Grand Seiko at the top, and they don't say Seiko at all. So they moved this up to the top. And I do prefer the newer dial, but that was still a stunning watch. That puppy right there we're talking about. That puppy right there. Something about an 18-karat gold, yellow gold watch. It's a fact, Craig. They made a steel version of your watch, and it has the same movement, a little bit of a gold, and they tripled the price, but it has very specific target gold. Yeah, well, gold watches are always significantly more, and it's not because of the gold that's in them. It's because of the work and so forth, because obviously there's not that much gold in them. So if you melt them down, you're not going to get much money. It's all about the work, the labor, the artistry, and the fact that it's a limited item. You know, they're not making that many of them. It's not strictly a limited production unit, but it is limited. So yeah. Okay, here's a Cartier. Okay, but it is, and you know that one looks funky. The side cases look too aggressive. I mean, I've seen those that look a lot classier than that. See, the side pieces look too.
Yeah.
There's something. The proportions on that watch are not great. Maybe it would look better in person, but it doesn't look as elegant as some of them I've seen. Yeah,
on the side.
The sides are out of proportion.
And the Roman numerals.
And it looks a little bit chintzy. Yeah, the Roman numerals make it almost look a little bit cartoonish. I've seen Cartiers that are a lot classier than that. I'll put it that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I think we just pass on that one for now. I've seen better on that. Okay. Phones nowadays are designed to stop charging once the battery tops up. Deep cycles and heat are what will kill batteries. That's why you shouldn't play with your phone if you're quick charging it, okay?
It's not safe.
Chi-Town, I'm going to a cafe or bar, then I'm sure as hell not going to order something I can get at home, like wine or drip coffee. Strictly cocktails and cappuccinos. There you go. But see, if I don't spend money on the cocktails and cappuccinos, I can save that up and buy a watch too. I don't have to buy those either. I'm cheap. I don't buy any of that stuff. Now, I go to parties and all where all that stuff's supplied. I might have a little glass of wine or something, but not that often. It doesn't really. I'm kind of naturally high. I don't really need a boost.
Working out.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I think working out helps. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think that does. Let's see. Who's Frederick? Oh, is he talking about Frederick.com on here? Whoops, on here somewhere. Here, I get confused. It's backwards. Frederick.com is a community website. It's all about Frederick County, Maryland, USA. And that's one of my businesses. So, yeah, that's why that's on the shirt there. Very observant.
Frederick is a place, not a person.
And somebody says, I just replaced my 2011 MacBook Pro's battery myself, and I solved both overheating and screen not turning off while closing issues. Okay, good. Let's see. It's not the work. Gold is easier to work with. No, people say that. No, it's not. It's the exclusivity. Has nothing to do with the work. Ask a metal expert. Gold is softer and easier to make case. No. That's not true. Just because it's softer doesn't mean it's easier to work into a beautiful case. I think that is a wives' tale. Jeepu's in the house. Frederick is a place, not a person. There you go. There are people named Frederick also, though. There's both.
Yeah.
Galaxy Games, we both saw it at the same time. Do they make a woman's JLC Reverso? That would be nice, too. Okay, that would be a good call. Absolutely. Triforce Rich Platinum is very difficult to work with, thus the highest price, despite gold being worth more. Platinum is difficult to work with, as is titanium, especially grade 5 titanium is no joke to work with. It's tough stuff. And Bree, are you cold at Craig's place? It's not really cold here now.
It's not cold today.
Right now. It's not bad.
In the winter, yeah.
In the winter, oh my gosh. Whew. It's going to be
wear
cold.
A robe and
it's going to be
sweaters.
Yeah, it's going to be cold. It'll be cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that maybe a cashmere sweater.
Cashmere
maybe
sweaters.
a mink hat.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Sure.
Today it is not cold here. It's about 74 degrees right now inside here. Cheetown's in the house, sending another link. Okay, let's take a look for a more traditional Cartier. I think so. Yeah, I think that's the way to go here. Yeah, I think this is a little better. I would like it. I personally would prefer it on a black strap, but some people like the brown. And I do not like a lizard strap. I prefer a crocodile or alligator strap. But yeah, that's a little more traditional, but that looks like it's plated. It looks like the plating is wearing off. There's nothing tackier than a gold watch where the plating is, see where it looks like it's wearing off there and the steel is showing through? That is like really, really tacky. Yeah. So that must be a plated watch. Now it says 925, so I guess it's sterling silver. Is it sterling silver with a vermeil with vermeil. See it there? So it's got a plating over sterling silver. I never understood that either, that whole concept. Because obviously it wears off. And so, yeah. Yeah, we'll pass on that for now. When are you heading to Florida, Craig? What month? I don't know. We might spend some of December in Florida, but that's up in the air completely at this point. Up in the air. Do you think it would be good to spend some time in Florida this winter?
I think so.
I mean,
if COVID, doesn't affect
that should
us,
that shouldn't be an issue. We should have to...
But
we'll have to figure it out, but I think maybe sometime.
It would be nice.
I really like the holiday.
warm weather.
I really like the holiday parade that they do in
Yeah.
Sarasota. I think it's the first Saturday in December. That's always a lot of fun. So maybe December. We'll see. Let's see. I'm still getting by with a 8 gigabyte stick and 2 gigabyte. Okay, RAM has been so damn expensive over that. Okay. Don't forget moccasins. Yeah, well, we've got moccasins.
Oh, yeah, moccasins.
Mr. Q, glad to see the Apple Watch didn't make the cut. It's a distraction in the road to gold. No. We're still we changed it to a steel Apple Watch. She's still getting a steel Apple Watch.
Stainless.
See, a lot of these purists, these guys are pure watch people, and they just hate the Apple Watch, the whole concept of the Apple Watch. But I tell you, I wore one for 2 years, and they are very useful. And if they can help you get your brand going and really get your business going, I think it's a good thing. Well, I wouldn't have bought it if I didn't think it was a good thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing. We'll see. Okay, yeah, it says gold plated. Yeah, it's they call that vermeil. They plate gold over silver. I actually have a DuPont pen that is that way, but it's a pretty heavy gold plate, and that one it has not worn through. This watch it's wearing through in some places. So yeah. My tooth hurts. Uh-oh. When you go to the dentist, that's real money. BU Service, I found out yesterday that Brian Johnson of AC/DC lives in Sarasota, Florida. A lot of cool people live in Sarasota, Florida. Even Bill Gates has a house in Sarasota. Eduardo's in the house. G-Town, I've had 8G for a while, but due to classes being online and having to run Zoom and MS Team, my RAM is being pushed to the max. Okay, got you. Yeah, RAM is it's always good to have as much RAM as possible. Jeepu, I like your top, Bree. That's
Thank
like
you.
that's really almost like for summer, really cool stuff. Let's you want to, is the focus right on that camera?
It should be.
Let's let's
Model.
yeah, let's stand up. Let's show them your outfit there. And
Should be focused.
there we go. There's the lovely Lady Bree's outfit. And I think it's cool. Absolutely. Absolutely. What does that top look like on the back? Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. There you go, guys.
Oh, and what is it, the crocodile?
Oh, that belt is from Saks Fifth Avenue. That is that one is actually Cayman. That's actually Cayman, which is a type of a crocodile or alligator. And it's really better to have, if you get, your first choice would be alligator, second would be crocodile, Cayman would be the third choice, but it still works. And that belt looks nice. All right. Good job.
Summary outfits.
Good job, Lady Bree. Good job, good job, good job. I say good job. And we still have time to cancel the order. Okay, if somebody says they're ready to overnight a Rolex, you can save the day here. Overnight a Rolex to the lovely Lady Bree, and we will cancel that order.
Whoa.
Let's see. Craig, you missed my question. Scroll up, fella. How did we miss a question here, Bree? Come on, that's partly. Here we go. Craig, do you regret not getting a Nautilus at retail and selling it for a 40K profit? Then you would need to worry about not spending a small thing to save. It's better to make. No, I would not speculate on watches like that, because most people get burned on trying to do those kinds of things with watches. You hear about the stories of people that make money, but you don't hear about the stories of all the people that take a bath. So no, I would not speculate on watches. If I was in the watch business, and now years ago I used to buy and sell some watches here and there, many years ago. But no, I don't have the knowledge these days, and enough knowledge of the market, and it's difficult to sell watches, and so no, I would not play in that sandbox. I'll let other people who know what they're doing play in that sandbox. Okay, let's see what else we got here. And here's the thing. The money that I used to buy Bitcoin, I made a lot more money than I would have made on that watch. So there's that. I bought Bitcoin. I know about that, right?
Good idea.
And that's given me a much bigger profit than what I would have made on that watch. So there's that. Okay, now we're back where we need to be. I'll give you a quick answer. No, I don't think Craig is hurt by not investing in a steel Patek. Yeah, I would pass on the steel Patek. Here's a bunch of messages pulled out.
Whoa.
Somebody in there, wow, somebody was misbehaving in there. Carlos had to hit him with the wrench a bunch of times. Let's see. Craig, if you drive to Florida, hit me up if you cross by Orlando. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we'll always let people know when we're headed on the road. Cheetown's in the house. Ask a man who owns several houses, bought BTC when it was cheap, and has no debt about whether he regrets not buying a Nautilus to flip. And if he says yes, then I'll eat my hat. He kind of realized what I was going to say.
Yeah.
He's no Cheetown. I say it's supposed to be Chi-town, but I call it Cheetown. I've called it Cheetown all along. I have a special pronunciation for it.
Well, I said She-town the first time. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
She-town.
Galaxy Games. It looked like you had no water in the cup. I have. Yeah, it's
'cause it looks
it's
invisible.
about to here. Yeah, and a lot of water spots on it. So there's a lot of minerals in the. This is well water here. Galaxy Games. Okay, I already read that. I own the Apple iWatch and it works. It's no tool though, Craig. I like it over my tutor because it's cheaper. Derek in the house. I can't figure how to use it. Too complicated for me. Mine was very useful. I'll tell you what I did. How I used mine is particularly when I was covering events, and I had all my camera gear. And invariably, somebody would call me on the phone, and I'd have a camera in my hand or whatever. You know, I mean, I'm busy. I got my hands full, and so it was very convenient to be able to look at the watch and see that incoming call and see the person's name, and decide, okay, do I want to try to tap the screen real quick and just say, hey, listen, I'll call you back later, or just let it go into voicemail. If it was somebody important, I'd tap the screen. I'd say, hey, listen, I'm covering the event. I'm at blah, blah, blah. I'll call you back at 5 o'clock, whatever. And so that was a very convenient functionality for me when I was covering events. And that is often if we don't have this COVID thing, right? We got the COVID thing, so I'm not out covering events like I normally would be. Matter of fact, we met at an event that I was covering.
That's true. It was during the summer.
At the Great Frederick Fair.
It was September 15 of last
year. A year ago. Yeah, we just had our anniversary.
Yes,
our 1 year anniversary here recently. So that's how we met. See, that's how you meet stunning individuals like the lovely Bree, is you get out and about and you meet them. And you meet them in person, not on the computer. You meet them in person. That's how that whole thing works. Just I'm a little bit old school, but that is how it works. Let's see. Other than reading time, there you go. I just gave you an example, Derek. Cheetown. It's Cheetown if you pronounce Chicago like Spanish,
Chicago,
like a Spanish speaker. Yeah.
Chicago.
Let's see. Carlos says, Derek, do you have a date face on it? And on the Apple Watch. Cheetown for Hope. Okay. Let's see. Galaxy Games. Craig, what is your favorite breed of dog, and can you show us? I don't have a dog, but I'll tell you, when I was little, we had a schnauzer, a miniature schnauzer, and they are super cool dogs. They're good-looking dogs. I like them with the natural ears, not the cropped ears. Sometimes they crop the ears so they're pointy. It works either way. It's okay, but I like the natural ears on the schnauzer. And the miniature schnauzer is really cool. And they're a good breed. They're a pretty rugged breed. They don't have a lot of issues. They don't shed much. And that's why my parents got that dog, because they don't shed much. And that was a great dog, but it got killed.
Oh, no.
It chased the milk truck, and it caught up to the milk truck. And the milk truck ran it over. So that was the end of the schnauzer. Hushen was his name. There's a German schnauzer, right? The name was Hushen. And then we did get another one, but that one was kind of fat, and it was a female one. The other one was a male. And the second one we got had a few issues, and it did have the cropped ears, which I didn't like as much. So yeah, the German schnauzer, miniature schnauzer, not a full-size schnauzer, but that's a really cool dog, I think. Let's see. Derek's in the house. And by the way, they were bred to go in the sewers and all and hunt rats and kill rats. That's what they were originally bred for. So they're kind of cool. Derek's in the house. I'm going on a visit to California to see my daughter. Craig, maybe she can call in for me if you're... Yeah, absolutely, call in. Absolutely. Skype into the show.
Skype in?
Galaxy Games, like on the internet. Derek says, how can I get that, Carlos? I was going to throw it away, but if I can do this, let me know. How can I get what? What's he want? Let's see. Galaxy Games says 43 people watching, and it started 43 minutes ago. Okay, wow. There you go. LOL. Well, let's show your website, Bree. What do you think? Should we show your website?
BreeFitDance.com.
Bree says, yeah. Okay, let me get it up here. Wait till it loads in. Go ahead. Show them. There we go. BreeFitDance.com. You picked up a Patreon today. She picked up a Patreon today.
Patreon.
Yeah, and so
Pretty
there
excited.
you go. You can go there and you can find out. And she also had some donations via PayPal today.
Yes.
Via the website, some donations via PayPal. So all good things come to lovely young ladies that work hard. That's what I say. Let's see. Derek, no idea, but I assume you can do it. Craig, wasn't your dog the inspiration for Superman's dog? I heard it could fly. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Cheetown, my friend has owned miniature schnauzers since he was a small kid. What do you think? Tell me. Do tell me your miniature schnauzer story. Kyle's in the house. Derek, where in California are you headed to? Okay. All right.
What else?
You know, we offered for you to dance a little bit last show, and they didn't take us up on it. Maybe they don't want to see you dance. What do you think? What do you think? Do you want to see Bree do a couple of little dance moves? Nothing, not a whole lot, but just a couple little dance moves. Let us know what you think in the chat
think about that.
Let us know what you think about that. Let's see. I just sneezed again. And do you like chicken? Okay. Let's see. No, I know it's random. Oh, he's asking if I like chicken. We eat chicken sometimes.
We do.
Occasionally. Not that often, but we eat chicken sometimes. And some salmon. Some salmon sometimes.
Sweet potatoes.
Yeah, and I don't have sweet potatoes now because Costco's been sold out lately. I just have regular potatoes, regular run-of-the-mill potatoes. They're okay with a little bit of vinegar on them and a little bit of avocado.
Avocados.
Some avocado and vinegar on a potato. It's okay. Let's see. He has 3 up to this point. I knew last 2. The second was a great little dog. The third one is a nutcase. Craig, why is health and wealth so important? Well, here's the thing. It doesn't matter if you've got wealth if you don't have your health. I mean, that's not useful, right? I mean, you can have all the money in the world, but if you're sickly and you can't... We were talking about that the other day when we were on the hike. Remember we were on the hike?
Right, yeah.
And I was saying how enjoyable that was, but it was a difficult hike. That was the advanced trail that we were going up.
Well, you need endurance.
It was a difficult hike, especially
you need balance.
When you're carrying the camera gear and all. I was carrying gear.
Oh my gosh.
That's a rigorous hike. And we got up at the top. We were, we had a workout, right?
That was really workout.
A lot of rocks along that and very steep, and a lot of rocks that you got to navigate when you're walking, right? You can turn your ankle easily, right? And so we were talking when we got up to the top, and it was so beautiful. We're up on Wolf Rock, and it was so gorgeous. And we took that picture. Maybe we show the picture of the lovely Bree on there.
Oh, and I did upload the video to my YouTube channel.
Yeah, and
it's on Facebook too.
I think we've got the picture here somewhere. There it is. And we got up there on Wolf Rock, and we were talking amongst ourselves, and we said, it's really sad that some people are in such poor shape that they wouldn't be able to make that hike we made. And again, they could have all the money in
They
the
probably
world.
could stop at the half of the hike.
I don't think they
Go
could get
back.
halfway on that hike. Let's say they're 300 pounds.
Quarter.
They're like 150 pounds overweight. Let's say a person that should be 150 pounds or 300 pounds. I don't think they're going to make it up there. And it doesn't matter how much money they have. They're not going to be able to do it.
Right.
And there's a lot of things like that you need good health to be able to do some of these kinds of things. Play a nice game of tennis or whatever, right? You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have your health, what good is it? So we put a lot of resources into eating right, getting the right food, getting exercise, getting rest. All of these things, job one for us is health, right?
Health.
And health and fitness. And then,
That's part of my brand.
yeah, then it's making money, right? The health and fitness comes first because it doesn't do you any good to have the money if you don't have the health and the fitness, the way I see it.
That's true.
So, yeah, that's the priority. Megan's in the house. Talk about health and fitness. She's very fit. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. What's your favorite Pokemon? See, I don't do the Pokemon thing. Did you play Pokemon? Let's see. Derek, okay. With my daughter Libby, okay. All right. Chi-Town, at Bree, were potatoes staple foods for your family in Ecuador? Were potatoes a thing?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Definitely potatoes.
And Derek's in the house. Craig, when you get to my age, things start to get harder with computers. I wonder how old Derek is. If he's older than
has a
me,
daughter.
he'll be one of the few that's older than me. Okay, Derek's in the house. Craig, when you okay, I already read that one. See, I'm already confused. Galaxy games. My favorite Pokemon is probably Luke Skywalker or Han Solo. There you go. Mr. Q. Tuala Gorge in Georgia has a spirited hike on their stairs. There you go. Megan in the house, and she said, Craig, I made it. And Jeepoo says, Megan in the house, absolutely. What time is it? 5:52. She's early. She's usually right here at 6 o'clock.
Oh, my gosh.
She's usually right at closing time. And Megan says hi to Bree and Jeepoo.
Hello.
And Mr. Q says, health is wealth. Trevor
Yes.
Rich says, and by the way, it's easier to build wealth if you have your health. Also, if you're not healthy, how can you get out and make things happen?
That's also
Can
true.
you get out and make deals, right? Trevor Rich, I have little respect for people who don't take an all-around approach to life. Money is important, but fitness and knowledge need to go along with it. There you go. And Megan says, fitness and the great outdoors is my life. Absolutely. We figured that. Let's see. Derek says, I'm 51, Craig, and I was born in 1969. Yeah, you're a spring chicken. You're a youngster. Okay. Jeepoo says, Bree, do you like sweet potatoes?
I love sweet potatoes.
Craig, how is the sweet potato situation in Costco? They don't have them. The last couple times I've been there, they have not had them. We're eating regular potatoes these days, which are still very nutritious. Just
They
a
are.
regular potato is still very nutritious. Let's see. Trevor Switch, Galaxy Games, you are a beautiful mind. There is no turtle like you. Okay. Chi-Town, stay healthy and you won't have to keep repurchasing bigger clothes. That's a big thing. That's absolutely a thing. I mean,
I've kept my clothes for a long time.
yeah, I mean, it just, I
don't have
can't,
to buy-
I cannot imagine if I put on a bunch of weight, I cannot imagine how I could
How
possibly
much money.
replace all the
Yeah.
clothes. First of all, a lot of them can't even be replaced. A lot of them aren't even made anymore.
Yeah.
You literally cannot get them.
So it motivates you to
And so,
be fit.
and some of the things, like some of the fabrics that are in some of my sport coats and suits and things like that, if you went and tried to have that duplicated today, it would be insanely expensive.
Ooh.
Insanely expensive. I mean, some of the sport coats
Yes.
would be probably $5,000, just for the sport coat.
Better keep that.
It's just not. There's no reason to put on a bunch of weight. Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Definitely.
That's not going to happen. Is Bree a good cook? I don't know yet. I've been doing most of the cooking.
Yeah. But I consider myself a
You're
learner.
good. But you're probably pretty good. She's modest. She's probably pretty good. Let's see.
Yes.
Craig, please, I beg, can you sing a song? No, I don't sing a song. But by the way, I did talk to Choo Choo Charlie, to Kent Courtney, and he is busy with some contract work, and it goes through, I think, the third week of October or something like that. And then once he's freed up, he said he will be appearing on the show. But he's busy with some contract work between now and then. So there you go. Ecuador has excellent ceviche. Okay.
Seafood. Oh, yes.
Trashy Larry, I value my health. I switched from Benson and Hedges to Camel Lights for that reason. Smoker. Jaden, good call, Trashy. Let's see. A lighter cigarette doesn't make it healthy, GPU. I think he's being tongue-in-cheek there. Trashy Larry says, why cook when you can eat at Denny's? There you go. Clive, the fake Clive, is in the house, Trump 2020. He had a heck of a speech in North Carolina last night. Woo, he was bringing down the house. I listened to a little bit of it. He was really trolling the left. Let's see. Jaden's in the house. Bree, has your mom passed on any recipes? She's teaching you some stuff, right?
She has. Yes.
Yeah. And Try4 Search says, Craig, did you know Galaxy Games is a famous person? He has a show with millions of viewers around the world. You should be more aware. No, I'm pretty unaware. I have a few YouTube channels that I subscribe to, mostly a little bit obscure. The one guy, Bus Grease Monkey, I think. That's a really cool show. And then the guy that travels around in the Jeep, that's a really cool one.
Yes.
But yeah, we mainly spend time creating content as opposed to consuming it. We spend a lot more time creating content, right? Than consuming.
Yeah, content machine.
We spend a lot of time making content. So there you go. Let's see what else. I've got a used Apple Watch since you canceled your order for Bree. Okay, email me. There you go. Mr. Q, smokers are smarter and healthier. Whoa, okay. Is that a new thing? Clive in the house says, Jaden, okay. Cheetown, Craig, why are there so many luxury watch collectors who chain smoke cigarettes? I don't know. That doesn't make sense. I think that's a fail there. First of all, they're expensive as well, cigarettes.
That's true.
It's a lot of money to spend on that you could be spending on watches. Mr. Q's in the house. Slow smoked brisket can beat some steak. Oh my gosh, yes. I had the first kind of real job I had was working for a gentleman who could cook a mean brisket, and one of the ingredients he put in was a can of beer. Was one of the ingredients that went in when he was cooking that brisket. So yeah, that was really good stuff. Okay, Robert. Hey, Craig. Did you guys consider the black stainless steel Apple Watch? It's DLC coated. I've had it for years and never scratched the diamond like coating. I hear you, but I like the looks, and I think Bree liked the looks of the stainless one.
Yes.
And I have had mine for years, and yes, it gets some fine scratches on it, but it still looks really good. You saw it. I showed you mine. It still looks really good, and so I think she just liked the look the look of that. Gives it a little pop,
did.
a little pop against the blue. It really looked pretty good. So we'll see
Combinations.
how all that works. But that's a good point. I think that would absolutely be more durable for scratches. Trashy Larry, Lance must have a live-in cook. Lance, he probably does. Galaxy Games, Craig and Bree, what is your guys' favorite song? Mine is Never Gonna Give You Up, Never Gonna Let You Down. That's a good one. What's your favorite song?
I don't have one.
You danced to a song today. That's cool.
Yeah, Shakira, Hips Don't Lie.
Hips Don't Lie.
Hips Don't Lie.
Shakira. That
That's
is
one
a
of my
cool
favorite
that is a
songs.
cool song. I like some of the Fleetwood Mac stuff back in the day, some of the Boston stuff, that not one individual song would stand out. But by the way, we got to give you some of the 5-star songs. Got to remember to do that. I've got some 5-star songs that we're going to give Bree, so she can have some really quality music to listen to.
Lots of high quality stuff.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. She really likes cool stuff. We watched the movie the other day,
Roman Holiday?
Roman Holiday,
Yeah.
with Audrey Hepburn.
Really classy.
Let them know what you thought about it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. A classic movie. Classy movie. Was it Gregory? I
Gregory
forget.
Peck.
Gregory Peck. Both really good actors.
So she likes the classic, really, really high quality, well written.
And
cool
it doesn't
stuff.
matter that it's like not in color,
Yeah,
It's like
I mean,
black
yeah,
and white, it's,
yeah. You just have a lot of class, young lady.
thank
You
you.
just have a lot of class. So yeah, there's that. Let's see. I make a great sandwich. I take the chicken from the spicy chicken and put it inside the Big Mac. Trashy Larry. Via serve. In my neck of the woods, we call that Hillbilly Deluxe. Okay, Trashy Larry. Yep. Steely Dan. Yep. Absolutely. Steely Dan. Yep. I feel old, Craig, says Derek. Craig, do you like the Heart song Crazy on You? Yeah, that's a good one, too. That's a good one. Marcus Malone, Bree, please don't leave your beverage unattended.
I'm not drinking my water, that's true.
Okay. I don't know what that. Okay. Could be the Jaeger bombs in the 80s. My ex-wife is hell too. Okay. All right. Well, we're at the wrap-up time. Missed my comment above Craig. Oh, Triforce Rich. I missed his comment. How did I do that? How'd you let me miss a comment? Galaxy Games has an internationally televised show with deals across many streaming services. He's not a YouTuber. You want Bree to get fame, and you have him as a viewer. You're oblivious. Okay. Galaxy Games has an internationally televised show. But is this the real Galaxy Games? Is he real?
I don't know.
So he's a big deal. That's what they're saying. He's a big deal. Well, I think he should Skype in and join your show on a Friday.
If he's real.
Because Bree would love to have a guest. Please, guys, she's looking for guests for her live show. Her live show is Fridays at 5. If you want to be a guest, get in touch with Bree, the lovely lady Bree, and you can get in touch with her.
BreeFitDance@gmail.com.
BreeFitDance@gmail.com, and or you can find a way to contact her on her website, and she would love to have guests.
BreeFitDance on all platforms.
Yes, love to have guests, and help is always appreciated.
Yes.
Bree, you need a nicer glass for the live shows. Okay, we'll need to get her a glass. Okay. Craig, I'm packing. We can't in yet. I need something to listen to right now. Clive says, I can't call in Bree with current inventory, but I don't use Skype. Okay. I can call in Bree with current. Okay. Why don't you use Skype? If this is the real Clive, I doubt it's the real Clive, but let's assume it's the real Clive. Why on earth would you not use Skype? There's nothing wrong with Skype. It should be fine, and you get better quality with Skype. But we might be able to arrange for you to FaceTime in. Triforce Rich, I'm pretty sure that is the real Galaxy Games, but let's keep this on the download. I think he enjoys the show because he is usually hounded by fans. Okay. Triforce Rich, maybe you two can connect offline. No clue. I don't watch his show, but I know he's extremely popular. Well, there you go. Hey, anybody that can help out the lovely Lady Bree, she is very appreciative of any help.
Very appreciative.
The dog man told me not to. Okay. Yeah, the dog man. Oh, anybody that listens to the dog man, that's a problem right there. Jipu says don't take any advice from the dog man. Jeez.
Take advice from CraigShipp.
All right, folks. We're going to wrap this puppy up. Click subscribe and click the little bell. That's how the whole thing works.
See you guys next time.
Yep. We will see you guys soon.